Been a while since I vented. Been a long while. That's how I got started. This tech stuff came out, and here I am. Just, I was so organic, not in the system of government, society. Well, I had society, because I was an herbalist for over 40 years. Grow, sell, trade, utilize for the healing, and the magic of it all. Yeah, I come out here bare bones right now, because these are desperate times for everybody. I get that. I get that. And I want everybody out there blessed. So blessed. We can all start a party, man. Not this destruction and ways of eliminating humanity by not sharing. It can be a short time to share. It can be a long time to share. We really never know, because we're not in charge. The universe is in charge. I've had so many wonderful women open their hearts to helping me, because they can see what it is that I am really made of. And that scares some people. Oh boy, does that scare some people. But that's okay. I'm not here in any fear. I'm not trying to be distraught. I'm not trying to, well, I am trying to beg. Just a little. Because I am a Chinese dog in astrology. So don't dogs beg? Oh, well, anyway. I'm also the bull. So I can be very adamant about the ways and means of things. So back to where I was. So I get this technology, because I always used a Canon. I always had 35 millimeters. When the digital age came in, it kind of overtook me. So in 2010, I got my camera here, my little old camera, Canon, and my Dell laptop. Now, I don't know anything about technology. I was one to do it all by basic, simple, primitive ways and means. That's the way I like it. Anyway, I hand sew my stuff. I don't use a machine. I would cut and paste every letter to every piece of material that I made for my herbal classes. And glue stick and, copy machine. Yep. I have to check and make sure this is recording, because this is pretty good. Okay. It says recording. Woo! Because you never know with technology, man. So come 10, 11, one of those 20s. 10 or 11, it's been so, in the past. Because I don't carry memory of dates and times and realities unless it's in my present now, because that's how we're supposed to live, is enjoying and benefiting and try to utilizing and creating a better now, because the next now could be really even much more fun. Anyway, so being an herbalist, this was in St. Pete, Florida. I was one of the first original ones. And I was also a tarot reader and astrologer. And all the way up until 2008, it was money. It was fun. I was raking it in, paying the bills, and helping others who didn't have what I had. Because that's how I like to live. I don't need all this material bull crap or anything else like that. I just need my tools for my copper work and my sewing and my art and creating and utilizing all kinds of things. Because that's what I like to do. I don't want things to go to waste. I don't want life to be worthless. This is a beautiful planet we're on. Why do we ignore it so much? Oh, excuse me, I'm talking about me now. I'm not talking about the planet. Even though I love this planet, Gaia. Oh my gosh. If the sun wasn't shining so bright out there, I'd show you my garden. I might get to that. I might add these videos together. Just because, why not? Let's make a collage for Mona. I normally never ask for anything. Because I've always been self-sufficient. I've always been the caregiver. And since 2011, 10, 11, I've had many beautiful people help me. Because I had to leave Florida and come up to North Carolina. So I started in Mars Hill and then ended up in Asheville and then ended up in another place here called Waynesville. With beautiful people. Great, loving, unconditional kind of women. And I've created something here. But now I'm at the end of this last house sitting job, I will say, cat sitting. With a good friend. I love this person here so much. I love them all. And that's what really makes it almost worse, because I don't want to lose it. No matter what else is going on or what else happens. These are good people. I want them in my life. I don't want to have to run somewhere else. And then I don't even know how I would get there. Because I lost my van in 2012. And I've had to rely on others. And I'm not one to speak up. I don't push myself onto others to get what I want or what I think I need. No, I normally would do without, which is not really good for me, how to treat myself, right? That's why it's so confusing to be a human sometimes, you know what I mean? I had all the grandness, I had all the greatness, I have good children. Anyway. For the conditions that life has been given us by the external environment of reality, I had to let go of a bank account because they wanted to charge me fees, so there goes one thing off the grid. They won't let me have food stamps because I didn't fathom up to their equations and other things of those natures. And so I've been trying to do my best by selling my copper shungite work, my tote bags, and other things of those natures. And I've done the best I could for what is to me. I can't change the way the world runs anymore. I'm not as young as I once was. Big 60 is not easy. And by all the other things that I have investigated on our technological advancements, you gotta have a way to get somewhere. It will take over an hour just to get to the SSI office to try to see if I can collect on my deceased husband's funds. But I had to be 60. I just turned 60 a month ago. I didn't think, because I was told 63. Now I've been every business I created I ran. So I didn't have company putting in a W-2 for me or whatever. I had to pay it myself. And the last time that they told me what I would receive a month upon a retirement, which would be in 3 years, if you have to be 63 now, hell, they'll probably move it to 70. Anyway. I'm sure I lost my train of thought somewhere. I'm in fact positive I lost my train of thought somewhere. I wonder if you've just been seeing the top of my head. You know. But when you move to a state, like Asheville or a county, that is only herbalists, tarotists, and astrologers, you just don't have a easy way to try to get into working. And I was living in my van for over a year because I had a vehicle that worked. And then somebody offered me a couch, and I worked well with that. I really did. I brought peace to this bedlam that, oh my gosh. I like peace, okay? I create peace to the best of my ability. No confrontations. I've had enough confrontations in my life that I am not going to be in that arena to the best of my ability. Ever. Okay, so. And then the promises that were made weren't kept. And, you know, I get used to that, too. It's really sad to say, actually. But it's true. Yeah. I'm just trying to coexist and help others have an easier time at coexisting. That's all there is to it. If something is said to me, I will follow through. Because I only want peace. I don't want bullshit. Are you kidding? That goes outside in the garden, because that's like my plants that are all over there. My herbal and geraniums. Because I'm a gardener. I'm not a miner, tree logger, or anything else like that. You know, I don't destroy life. I put out the love and the conditions to nurture existence. Not be a part of the system that's destroying our future. I don't want to go there. So anyway, okay, let me get back to that. 2010, 11, whichever one it was, in Marsden. I'm on my Dell and I find this radio station, or it found me, I don't know, because I don't document all this shit, okay? And so through my travels, I tried to keep up with Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com, listener supported. So go to the homepage and do the donate click, the donate click, the donate click. Oh. Just to try to help let people know that it's okay. And we can make these changes. And we can open our hearts to love and get through these things. Since everything is just a vibration in our mind that we can facilitate. Oh. We really can. We can facilitate it. And I hope that wind doesn't get in the way here. It does make my mind go, though. I go with the wind. Where's that going? What's it saying? What's it going to do next? Ooh. Wind is one of the biggest power sources. People have no clue. But anyway, I'm full of hot wind right now. Let me keep it talking. Yes, I'm a lunatic to a degree. But people who are judging Well, why can't she stay in one place for long? Oh, because there's circumstances with these places that have changes happening, so that means I have to go on to the next step, or next place, or whatever. I wish I had a vehicle, but it busted in 2012. So I can't have a vehicle. No, I don't have a place that's stable enough to put, well, I did, and I semi-do, but that's only right now for mail, and she's such a sweetheart. And anyway, so I'm at Mars Hill, found Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com. It's revolution.radio anyway. Years later, where I was settled in my own room, paying the rent, buying my own food, doing everything that needed to be done as a normal, societal human being. And, I found the radio station again. So I started listening, and we started talking, and I wanted to get involved because I had a big mouth, and I was a little more distraught about how our society is turned on its people. So I had to voice my opinions because that's what I felt I had to do. So I became a part, at least as a call-inner at that time, thank goodness for Skype, to call in and, voice my opinion. Okay. But I got out of that. When I started because a couple years later I got my own show. It's called Adventures of a Feral Hippie. On Studio B, 2 to 4, Monday through Friday. Yeah, 5 days. And I volunteer for that because I want people to feel better about themselves, their lives, and their day. So I do healing things, astrology things, and just mind release things on my show. And have good guests when I can get the guests. A lot of them they don't want to show up. They're either busy or they recognize that it's time to act, not just time to talk. Because the bitching doesn't do any dang good. I have had my fights with the societal things over fluoride, logging, killing the oceans. I've done my battles when I was in St. Pete, Florida. They knew me at City Council. But I'm not going there again. I'm not. I'm not going to fight a losing battle. I'm going to go ahead and create a winning existence. If anybody likes it or not. But again, I am at a place where I have 29 days to find a place to land. For how long? It could be months. It could be whichever. But I'm willing to help and donate to wherever I go. And to be the best little puppy dog ever. I don't piddle on the floor. Do I beg for treats? Not necessarily. I've cut out so much out of my diet and my whims and that, because whims aren't going to do any good. They're just not. But ideas, and like the shungite, and the other stuff like that, the stuff that's out there that will help abate the damage that's going on. And that's all I want to do. I mean, I'm good at what I can do. I've been called an overachiever, which is scary. But I don't take over things. No, not my job. I might make suggestions. But I don't take over anything because it ain't my job. Unless it's my job, then I'll take over my job. You know, like doing the twisting of the wire, or cleaning it from the cords, or whatever else. I will do my job. And if I can assist somebody else, that's cool too. Heck, I got a commercial art degree, an architecture degree, but remember, that was 1977. What times to get old? Because I never could have a retirement plan and do all that. I'm not made in society's system. That's, that just makes me cringe. The liars, the cheaters, the backstabbers, the murderers. I just don't want to be a part of that system. Ugh. I should have brought my coffee out. I didn't know I was going to have such a fun time here. And I know life has its magic. I know it. And we all just need to open up the avenues to allow it. And I'm a magic woman. So I'm very happy with what I do to try to help the unprogramming of the reality that we've been made to be slaves in. Working so many hours, you don't even have time to be creative because you're working their system. So many people are not following their hearts or finding their joys or even trying to be happy. That's scary. That's really scary. But I've known people who've been in the depths of hell who are now realizing this is the way to live. Not to carry all kinds of past baggage with us that gets in the way of our now, so we don't build a better later tomorrow. But, you know, that's just what I see. It's what I know. And I want the rest of the world to be safe. And I can only do what I can do in my area of where I'm at. So I need a place to be at by the 29th of July in the Asheville, Waynesville area. And I don't want to have to go down the system. But now I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to go to the bank and be part of the... Well, I'm going to go to a credit union and put myself out there. But I have a 12-year-old. And the way and things that happen with that, that's going to be a whole nother story. Because now she's 20 and she's her own person, so she's not my responsibility. But I can respond to her how I can respond. And so anyway, I don't want to have to go and become a bank. You know, here I am. Yeah, so I want to be a part of the system. But it looks like I'm going to have to. And then I'm going to have to go to SSI. Or whatever, you know, to see if I can get my husband's death benefits. And that's okay. I can work it out. This is not my first rodeo on working in life. Or doing things in life. It just took a little time to recognize now is the time. I'm a Taurus. We get sediment. I can't help it. But I can't help it now. So I'm just asking if anybody has any open heart to assist a feral hippie. I would really appreciate it. And you would too later. I mean, I'll see what I can do to get testimonials that Mona's A-okay as a human being, as a woman, and as a feral hippie. Indeed, indeed, indeed. That show has saved my butt so much. Because I've learned to be free again in my heart. And help other people try to be free. And just unconditional love. Everything. Is that really wrong? Oh.